now. Oh, well, I've absolutely just fucked the B-roll up, so I'm not even gonna try and do a fancy little montage at the start. We're back, baby. This is 4 weeks in a row. It's going to be on videos, that is, anyway. This is episode 4 of the comeback. And before I get into anything, full transparency, I haven't filmed a video for a couple of weeks. That last video that you seen last week, episode 3, the day in the life, I filmed that probably a month ago. And just after I was talking about how fucking hard I was going back and training and shit, all that stuff caught up, and my body just fell apart. Couldn't hardly walk and shit. I was just stretching constantly all day, and my body was in agony. So I was forced to fucking stop training for a couple of weeks, which hurt. It hurt me, especially the progress that I was making. But it also hurt me because as soon as I was off the track, or off track a little bit, the things started to creep back into my life that got me to the point where I needed to even have a comeback. So as soon as I couldn't train and I couldn't go to the gym consistently, I started drinking piss again, started smoking again, started just being a spastic, really. And it took me a little bit to come out of it again, but I'll talk about that in a little bit more detail later. I re-watched episode 2 of the comeback when I sat down and had a deep and meaningful, and I realized that I probably held back a little bit in that too. So end of this video, or sometime throughout this video, I'm gonna dump a little bit deeper and be a little bit more brutally honest with myself and you guys about where I've been and the bullshit that I let creep into my life. But for now, I've been to the got groceries, I've worked today. I've been doing Saturdays lately, which fucking sucks, but as I said before, sometimes you gotta do shit you don't want to do before you can do the things that you want to. So Saturday, it's 12:30. I'm about to do my meal prep. So I'm gonna show you exactly what I've been doing in terms of meal prep over the last 5 weeks. Well, actually, it's probably been the last 8 weeks now to get back in the shape that I want to be in. Let's get it. Alright, so in true Bermo fashion, it wouldn't be a video if I didn't fuck the audio up at least one time. So I don't know what's happened here. The audio is cooked. I've got nothing, but I'm just going to talk you through what's going on here on the screen so you can understand what I'm talking about. This is pretty much a grocery haul. Now, as you can see, there's absolutely fuck all there, really. Lately, I've been eating 90% meat. Yes, no, I'm not doing carnivore or anything like that, but this is just what I've found to be the easiest and most beneficial for me, my body, and my physique. Everything is just 90% meat. So I would literally eat meat for smoko, or meat and eggs for smoko, and then meat for lunch, and then I'll come home and I'll have meat again for dinner. If I'm starving, like if I'm really, really hungry or something like that, I'll throw in maybe some French toast that I've been making that you guys have seen in the past, or I'll eat a banana with peanut butter and honey on it or something like that. But other than that, through the week, that's pretty much what I'm eating. I'm either eating mince or chicken breast or steak or salmon. You know, the odd little bit of fruit here and there, and bread on a very, very rare occasion. But for me, I feel amazing eating like this. I don't get bloated, I don't get watery, I don't feel shit after food. I'm just going all day, how I have energy all day, and I'm not hungry eating like this. So normally if I eat in the morning, if I eat rice or carbs or something like that, I'm so hungry throughout the day because of that increase in blood glucose level. And you know, I'm not going to get into the technical terms because I know most people that watch this don't give a fuck. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been eating. But what I'm going to show you now is 2 meal preps that I have been fucking frothing because of how easy they are, how quick they are, and just how good they are for me. So this first one's just going to be literally mince and eggs. I'm just doing onion and all my seasonings that you've seen on the screen, throw them in there. Put your seasonings in whilst the onion's cooking, and it just makes everything so much more tasty and infused with flavor. So there you go, that is that done. Now once I get that mixed around and get those onions nice and browned up, all you're going to do is throw 2 things of mince straight in the pan, get that bitch cooking like a beauty. Once they've browned up on that one side, we want to start mixing it all through. You want to get your mince to about 90% cooked, then throw a bit of chipotle or taco or something like that in there. And this is 10 eggs. So for every meal, I have 2 eggs. So I've got 5 meals equals 10 eggs. 10 eggs. That's some quick maths, baby. Mix that shit through like an omelet. It's just a meat and egg omelet pretty much. Now our second meal is about as bodybuilder as they come. And we're going straight fucking chicken titties, baby. Just chicken breast, seasoned, cooked, thrown in a container. All you're going to do is slice them bitches up into either thin slice or chunks or whatever's easier for you. Throw them in there with a little bit of olive oil spray. Let them cook. I season my chicken before I put it in the pan, so I'll throw it in the bag for the fajita seasoning in, mix it around. I don't know what it is or why it is, but it just makes it cook so much better and it gets that nice charred outside if you season it before you put it in the pan. Then after that, all you're going to do is chop it up, container it up, and you're good to go, bro. This is about 800 calories, 100 and something grams of protein, and quick, easy, cheap as fuck. I spend $150 a week on groceries at I fucked that up. I spend $150 a fortnight on groceries at the moment. That's legit. $75 a week on groceries from Monday to Friday. That's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Eating like this, and my meal prep takes me 45 minutes. 45 minutes from a whole week of food, and then dinner times at night takes me 10 minutes because all I'm eating is steak and eggs or I'm cooking salmon. That's about it for the food. Let's go with the rest of the video. Alright, so it is now Sunday morning, about 6 o'clock. I was going to do this yesterday. I was going to get out and go for a paddleboard yesterday afternoon, but after I finished meal prep, I laid down and was asleep within 10 minutes and then didn't wake up till 7:30. So I didn't get a chance to do absolutely fuck all yesterday, but it's a beautiful this morning, and I've really been trying to just do different shit. I've done the same shit my whole fucking life and been the most boring cunt ever, so I'm doing my best to be trying new shit and doing more shit and forcing myself to live a little bit different, which again I'll talk about when I sit down in a bit more detail. But bro, come on, this is a pretty good fucking morning, a pretty good, something to do. But yeah, so Sunday morning, quick little paddleboard, then I'm going to go and train, do a bar workout, so I'll take you guys along with that. But for now, I'm going to go for a cruise around. I'm going to go cruise over to that little island over there. I sit here every single day and I see it, and I want to do it. Today I'm doing it, so let's go suss this shit out. Alright, take 2. So, time for the check-in. As I said before, this is probably 3 or 4 weeks since my last check-in video, but definitely seen a lot of progress in those last 4 weeks. So I apologize for not being able to show it week by week because I was just all over the place again, as I mentioned, but this is so looking a million times better all the way around. Back to having abs. Everything is leaning up very nicely. And to be completely honest with you, I don't really feel like the need to go much more than where I am right now. This lighting is shocking, so I don't look as good because of this lighting, but I try to keep it consistent the whole time so you can see exactly a real life depiction. Now, if anything, I probably need to lose another kilo and just really lean up around the bottom of my abs. But from where I started 8 weeks ago, the difference is not even comparable. So I will put up a little slideshow of each of these images week by week to show you how I've gone. Let's get back in the rest of the video.
He does OnlyFans.
Is this the OnlyFans friend you're telling me about?
Yeah, that's why we're trying to get the link up with him and Emily Bridges.
I need a co-star if you know anyone.
Look, he's getting butted up and everything.
The sun's saved up. The wipe weed's lathered up in some sunscreen. It is about 9 o'clock. This fucking camera keeps zooming in and out on me. For fuck's sake. 9 o'clock. Time to go and get a Sunday pump in. Hang on, this cunt. Alright, 9 o'clock. 8:55. I am going to hit a park session or a bar session, whatever the fuck you want to call it, bodyweight workout. During that time when my body fell apart of me, I made a very, very conscious decision to stop doing so much heavy weights and go to more movement style training so that I'm not getting jacked up and fucked up and my hips and shit aren't getting all cooked. So I've been doing lots of running, lots of functional sort of movements, body weight exercises, chin-ups, push-ups, dips, that shit. Kettlebell exercises where I'm not just, short range of motion, where I'm moving everything. So, fuck it. I just thought, I've been doing the same sort of training for 4 or 5 years. It's time to mix it up, and I'm fucking loving it at the moment. My sessions are short as fuck, probably half an hour, 40 minutes max, and I'm fucked by the end of them. So, let's go get some tan going, get a little pump on, and then just a kick back rest of the day for a Sunday. Let's go. What are you laughing at, cockhead? It's called a transition, bitch. Look it up. Alright. We've finally got this little spot where we're not going to get fucked on with the sound. But I look a little bit too close there. I know that these last couple of videos have been, pretty deep and, I guess, to the point and up front, and that's what I want it to be. I want to help people, and the only way I think that I can really help people is if they believe that I'm the person that I say that I am, and I show the side of me that struggles with shit just as much as everyone else. So I watched back episode 2 of this series, episode 2 of the comeback, the other day after I'd uploaded it, and I realised that I probably didn't go into enough detail and wasn't open and honest enough about where I'd been. And then also the fact that after episode 3 I fell off the rails again. I went back to doing the same shit. As soon as I got out of my routine, I was like literally drinking piss every day. I was like drunk 5 days of the week. I'd come home and I'd smoke and I'd party and I'd eat shit food. And that's me being open and honest about how much of a slippery slope lifestyle is for me. I'm a man of extremes, and I was at that point where I realised that I'd hit a snag, I'd hit a roadblock, I'd hit a setback, then my hands went up in the air and I said, fuck it, whatever. And that's something that I'm, continuously learning to deal with. And it's just something that you need to be aware of. Now, I have had so many realizations in the last 6 months about who I am, what I've done in the past, the people that have been in my life. And I think it's very important for me to be open and honest about how I got to this place now where I'm the happiest, I'm probably the healthiest, the most confident, and just the most fulfilled I've ever been in my life, even though that I'm not exactly doing what I want to be doing in life. And the first part of it comes with self-awareness. And I knew that I had problems, right? I knew that I had things, people, circumstances that were holding me back in life. Now, as a bloke, that was very fucking hard to come to terms with. It was very hard for me to go, I need help with this shit. As guys, we put on the facade, we put on the macho man act, we put on the, fuck that, I'm not doing that, fuck it, I'm not going to sook about it. And I hate even talking about it because I feel like it's me being sooky and taking shit for granted. But it's just the fact that you can only deal with what you know in life. Everything is relative. My problems are less than someone else's, maybe, relatively speaking, but I don't know anyone else's problems but my own. So I came to a point where I realised that the things that had happened to me in my past, or in my life growing up, or whatever it is, or in my past relationships, that were stopping me from getting better. Stopping me from growing as a person, stopping me from growing in business, stopping me from being a good partner or friend or fucking brother or whatever that is. So I decided that, I got to get help with it. I need to go to therapy. And that's what I did. And at the start, it was fucking hard, man. And like so hard. I was the most strict, uptight, couldn't talk to, the therapist, couldn't say how I felt. And it was little bit by little bit that you start to unwind those things and you realise why you are the person that you are. The way that I grew up, the way that, the experiences I'd gone through in life, the going to boarding school, doing this and doing that, all added up to me being and believing that I had to be this person that was 100 mile an hour, up at 4 a.m, no lifestyle, all you do is grind, all you do is hustle. The only thing that is important in life is succeeding and winning and money and, all that shit. And it wasn't until I done, 4 or 5 months of therapy and got deep into why the fuck I believed that I could actually let that go. Once I understood that I wasn't the person that I was making myself out to be, or I didn't have to be the person that I thought I did, everything, all the pressures in life just started to sort of fall away one by one. And along that journey of the therapy and doing this shit, I started to see things for what they actually were. I started to see people for who they actually were. And it's not until you can let go of the, I hate the word because it makes me sound like I'm whinging, but if not until you can let go of the traumatic things that have happened in your fucking life, that you can see things for actually what they are. Once I got to that point, I realised that I had people in my life that were doing me nothing but harm. That I thought they were good for me, but they needed to get the fuck away from me. I'm not going to say names, I'm not going to put that because I'm not that guy, but people in my life that were holding me back. And through that time, becoming more self-aware and understanding myself more and understanding who I am and understanding why I do the things that I do, I realised that, and it's fucking cliche, but everything in your life happens to you for a reason, and it happens for you for a reason. The people that come into your life, I know I genuinely believe this, and this is, on the borderline of, fuck, this cunt's a spiritual fucking don't give a fuck. This is how I actually feel, and this is what makes the most sense to me, is that people come into your life for a reason. People come into your life to teach you things, people come into your life to show you what you want or what you don't want, and you just need to get to a point where you can understand that and see that for what it is. I realise now that over the last couple of years I was fighting against myself so much that I couldn't get ahead. No matter how fucking hard I tried, no matter how many 20-hour days I did, no matter how less sleep I had, I was fighting against what was actually right for me. I was fighting against the feelings that I had in my gut. I was using my head and not my heart, so to speak. And I know this is probably seems fucking gooey and gary coming from me because I never speak like this, but it's just the fucking truth. My mindset towards life has changed so much. And like I said, when people come in and out of your life, there's been people that's come into my life recently that have just changed it completely. Show me life for what it actually is and what it's supposed to be. And I realise now that life isn't this thing that's meant to be a fucking grind 24/7. You have to work and you have to hustle and you have to, you know, do the things you need to do to get ahead. But unless you're fucking living your life and enjoying your life, then what the fuck is the point in living? For 4 or 5 years, I've struggled to have fun. I've struggled to fucking go out and see my mates because I've been too guilty about doing shit that I thought I was supposed to be doing. But for me now, I have got to a point where I can balance this shit to a T. Like my diet, my fucking training, my weekends and shit. Everything is in sync because I'm in sync. I still work hard as fuck. I still train hard as fuck. I still eat clean. On the weekends, I'm having fun. I'm doing the things that I want to do and not giving a fuck about it because I know that as soon as Monday comes, I'm straight back into it. I know this has been a little bit all over the place, but I know it's important for me to share to you guys because this is the real me and this is who I want to be. It's the guy that's open and honest and transparent, and I'm never above anyone, I'm never below anyone. All I want to do is help people, and if I can help one fucking person take that step in their life and let go of the fucking shit things or the shit people that they had in life that hurt them or that was holding them back, then that's all I do this shit for. I don't care where this goes, I don't care what you think. It's just real. I just want to be real. And the last little thing I want to say is, if you're in positions or you're feeling like you can't, you know, you're stuck in fucking life, it's you need to make a change. And even though it's hard, you need to make a change. You need to be self-aware enough to go, am I the problem? Because I was the problem in my own life. I was the problem. I had obviously other people that added to that shit and that fought against me and weren't in continuity and weren't in flow with me and who I'm supposed to be. But at the end of the day, it's me and it's my shit that holds me back. So if you're in a place in life where you're feeling like you're stuck or you're feeling like you can't get ahead or you can't seem to break through that zone, go and do therapy, bro. Go and fucking do whatever it is that you need to do to fix your fucking shit. Trust your gut. Every time that I've listened to my head, I've been given lessons. Every time I've followed my gut, I've been so fucking grateful that I did it. Your gut knows what you want to do. Follow that shit. Look at the people that you have in your life. Get rid of the shit. Fuck off the shitty relationships. Fuck off the shitty friendships. If you can't look at yourself in the mirror and be happy with who you are, and then also look at your circle around you and be confident that they are helping you get where you fuck you want to go. If you don't make a change, you're going to get to a point where you're 50 and look back and say, what the fuck have I done? Life is about being happy. It's about having fun. And I've finally realised that I can do both. I can be happy, I can have fun, I can fucking work, I can be successful. And again, back to the spirituality bullshit, having those things in line and having those aspects of my life connected to my soul, the amount of gratitude I feel lately, the amount of, you know, happiness that I feel lately is like no place I've ever been in my life. So the people that have helped me get to this place, you know, I don't thank you guys enough, but I appreciate you more than you know. and I'm so fucking pumped for what's coming. I don't know what's coming, but I can feel that feeling again, just like that same feeling I had when I first started that video. When I moved up here back in October, I have that feeling that good things are coming. I don't know what it is. It's my intuition telling me that some big, cool, fun shit is happening, and I'm just pumped for the journey. That's enough real talk for now. Again, I don't know whether you guys give a fuck about this shit, but it's important for me to share it because I think it can help some people. So appreciate you digging into this part of the video, and let's go and do some more light-hearted fun shit for the rest of the vlog. Alright, so it is now a couple of days after I filmed the rest of that video, and I didn't do fuck all for the rest of the weekend, so I had nothing exciting to show you at all. But some things have happened in my life between when I filmed the rest of this video and right now that have changed everything, and I need to wrap this up and get started on that one because I think it's going to be something that you guys will be shocked by, something that I'm excited about, and I just really want you guys to watch it. So I'm going to wrap this up here. If you're liking these videos, please let me know. Any feedback at all is appreciated. As always, I appreciate you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Let's go.